only 4 rounds from the semi-finals of '92, with 6, maybe 7 or 8 teams still in the race for the final 5. Well, every weekend produces its upsets, and last weekend it was Parramatta and Souths who provided the shocks. Parramatta might be down the bottom of the ladder, but inspired by Brett Kenny, they tore Wests apart with 3 first-half tries at Campbelltown. Magpies coach Warren Ryan said his team wasn't willing to do the hard work, though they did fight back to within 6 points in the second half. The brilliant Kenny set up 2 tries and scored 2 more himself to rattle Wests 26-16. There were sensations aplenty at the football stadium as Souths raced to a 19-6 lead over Canterbury after 30 minutes. The Bulldogs, trying to stay in the race for the finals, bit back and went to the front 26-19 midway through the second half. Then followed a series of controversial decisions on tries and no tries. A pass from the Rabbitohs' best, Jim Sedaris, was ruled forward by referee Eddie Ward, but the video suggests it was okay. Then another no try as Jason McGrady picked up the loose ball and raced away to score. Only to have a touch judge report Bruce Maguire for obstructing a Souths player in the lead-up. Maguire's tackle on a decoy runner looks fair enough to me. 7 minutes from the end, Michael Andrews gave what was surely a forward pass to Craig Coleman. This time the try was allowed and Souths were 1 point behind. The final blow came in the last minute. Replacement Darryl Trindle scooted over and Souths made it 3 wins in a row, 31-26. In the aftermath, Canterbury coach Chris Anderson was cited to appear before the league board for allegedly swearing at referee Ward in the tunnel after the game. There's no doubting the frustration the coach and players would feel watching their semi-final hopes go down the drain. Having said that, if the allegation is proven, the league must take stern action. There was also controversy at Cronulla. Bruising Sharks' defence held Newcastle to an 8-2 lead 15 minutes into the second half. Then joy turned to despair for the Sharks. Dave Borton dived over for a vital try, only to have a touch judge report teammate Mitch Healey for interference. The replay shows that Newcastle's John Schuster actually held back Healey, not the reverse. Eventually Cronulla did get within 2 points, but the Knights galloped to a hard-earned win 14-6. There were fewer disputes in the other matches. At Wollongong, Ian Russell and Brett Rodwell stood out as the Steelers scored 7 tries against the Gold Coast. After a close first half, Illawarra ran away in the second, welcoming back Rod Wishart and David Riolo from injury with a 36-14 victory. At Cogra, rocked by drama and injuries, a determined North Sydney led St George 12-8 after 30 minutes. But just before half-time, the Dragons broke loose with excellent lead-up work for Ian Heron to finish. Heron bagged 2 tries as St George went on to win 26-12. At Brookvale, all eyes were on the return of Penrith's Greg Alexander, but not for long, as Jeff Tuvey stole the limelight with one of the best individual efforts of the season.
And still, now to Hancock, this is a remarkable try!
Tuvey's defence was also an inspiration as Manly dumped the Premiers 21-8.
Tuvey again!
So after last weekend, Brisbane remained on top, St George was second, Newcastle and Illawarra equal third, and West's fifth on 21 points. A point away equal sixth were Manly and Penrith, and then on 18, 3 points outside the 5, with little hope, Easts. Then follow Canterbury, Canberra, Norths, Balmain, and a ding-dong battle at the rear to avoid the wooden spoon, Souths, Parramatta, Cronulla and the Gold Coast.